Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review of a product that I said I wasn't going to buy, but I did in the end. And that's mostly because I got discounts because in September it was my birthday month. And you know how a lot of brands, they're always like, here's 15% off, here's 20% off, here's free. So I took full advantage of the fact that I was able to get the Wishful Get Even Rose Oil at a discounted price because you guys, it costs £55. This is the most expensive piece of skincare I personally have ever paid for, and I know that a lot of you would be interested to see whether or not it is actually worth that price tag. Now Wishful, for those of you that don't know, is the brand that is created by Huda Beauty. Now Huda has a makeup line which is a very successful line. I'm actually wearing all Huda all over my face today. I'm using the Desert Dusk palette on my eyes. I'm using the Heartbreaker lipstick. I'm using the new Faux Filter foundation, and I am wearing Camille eyelashes. So I absolutely love the makeup, but the skincare, not so much. Now you guys know that I've tried a couple of the products. Bear in mind that Wishful itself is not even a year old yet, I would say. So I've done a review of the Yo Glow scrub. I wasn't that impressed. I refused to buy the balm because I found out that it contained plastics. I have then done a review of the honey balm as well, which I will be demoing with this for you guys in the video today. I felt the need to do that because obviously the way that she is releasing products is so that they can be used together. So if you're going to release a £55 oil, I want to find out how it works with your £40 odd moisturiser at the same time. It makes sense. So this is very, very pricey. Now, like I said, I have used this, I'd actually say, for longer than a month. From when this launched towards the end of September, as I'm filming this now, it is the end of October. So it's actually been a little bit over a month, and I have used this in the daytime and the nighttime every single day for the entire period of time that I decided to do this video for you guys. Because as you guys know, the skincare videos that I like to do, I like to make sure that I've used the products for a significant amount of time to be able to give you a proper and honest review. Now, in all fairness, when it comes to skincare, it takes about 3 months for a product to show its full capabilities, but you do generally start to see quite a lot of changes after a month, and that's the reason why I've decided to do this. Also, when Huda releases these skincare products, she gives examples of how they have performed on other people's skin over 10 days or 28 days. So I've also decided to do that because if she did it, why shouldn't I be able to do it as well? She hasn't given 3-month results, she's given 28 days later results. Now first off, it comes in just this cardboard packaging. Huda has decided to, every single one of the Wishful products has like a really cute kind of pastel or pastel neon colouring to it, so every type of packaging is different, but I actually prefer the Wishful branding to the Huda branding. I like that it's just got like a nice little silver embossment on the front. It's in a glass bottle, and then the box itself is just a standard cardboard box, so you can easily recycle it. So the product itself is 31 ml, which is strange. Like, why not 30, which is normally the standard amount? Very odd amount, but it's neither here nor there. It's not that important, I suppose. And this is made in the USA, which is strange considering a lot of the other Wishful products are made in Korea. I wonder why this one specifically was made in the USA and not out there as well, because I have noticed that obviously with the way that Korean skincare is nowadays, so many more people are more aware of it, and myself included. And if you guys have followed me for a long time, thank you firstly. And secondly, you will remember that I did a video about 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and I called it I Hate My Skin, and I talked about all the skin problems that I've had. I legitimately showed proof of what my skin is like ever since I got this DSLR HD camera, which means that I cannot even hide things like the fact that I need to do something about this little moustache that's growing back right now. And I have got combination skin. As a teenager between the ages of 14 to 16, I had the worst skin imaginable. I had large acne all over my face, cystic acne. At the time in the 90s, there was only Clearasil around, and Clearasil didn't do nothing. But I did what I could do, and eventually, I think it was more down to hormones and my age, that stopped. But unfortunately, while I was dealing with those issues, it hit my confidence so hard because I tried to deal with it myself, and as a teenager I had absolutely no idea. There was no internet then. The internet came about when I was like 16, 17, but not at the time when I actually needed it, and even in its infancy it still didn't have the kind of skincare information that is available now in 2020. I've got pitted scars, as you can see on my face if you look up close, but they have got so much better over the past 12 months, 12 to 18 months, because I've been using a derma roller and I've been using micro needling. So that's just a little bit of background information about my skin type. So I actually bought mine from Cult Beauty, and that's purely because, like I said, I had a discount code I was able to use, so I didn't pay the full £55 for it. So let's just read what it says off of their website, purely because that's where I bought it. So it says, why it's Cult. Born of her own skincare struggles and personal quest to discover straightforward solutions to tackle a spectrum of common concerns, Huda has teamed up with some cutting-edge labs to develop the products she wished for. Wishful, a range of results-driven heroes, embodies her years of experience trialing, reviewing and learning which formulas work, so that building a streamlined regime needn't feel like a lengthy, frustrating and wasteful endeavour. Now the product itself, it says brimming with 15 exceptionally nourishing oils, including rosehip and Damascus oil. This all new and non-comedogenic, so meaning it doesn't clog your pores, Get Even rose oil locks in moisture, illuminates your tone and grants a glass skin finish. It's as if the geniuses at Wishful ticked every box on our skincare wish list. Something of a facial oil connoisseur, Huda channeled her love of them into creating her own, cocktailing 15 beautifully effective oils to create this glow-bestowing hero. Her magical formula grants a radiant glow, a brighter tone, and, for the final wish, a more even texture. Remember that? Because I've got textured skin. It's infused with Damascus rose oil, a soothing and clarifying hero, as well as brightening and plumping rosehip oil to hydrate your skin. It doesn't end there though. Carrot seed oil helps to moisturize and tighten your skin as it evens tone and texture. Plus, vitamin-rich baobab seed oil supplies your skin with omega-3, 6 and other fatty acids to provide intensive nourishment. Think genie in a bottle. So the way that this has been described, especially by Huda herself, is that it has transformed her skin, it's transformed her life, and the most cringeworthy word which I always hear from Huda is game-changing. Now, for £55, you would hope that it is game-changing. Is it though? Is it? I've used it for a while, didn't change my life, didn't change my game, and it didn't transform my skin. Now, what Huda said herself, and I'm not going to quote her exactly, but if you go onto the Wishful Instagram page, go into the highlights, there is a section there which talks about the Wishful Get Even rose oil by Huda herself, and how it has supposedly helped her. Now, she said that it's visibly improved her acne scars. Now, I've said this more than once, an oil cannot, a moisturiser cannot fix scarring. Blemishes, yes. Scarring, no. These are scars. This texture is the remnants of acne scars. And because I use a derma roller, my skin and my scars are very, very slowly starting to smooth out and fill themselves in. Because when you use a derma roller, you damage your skin. It encourages the production of collagen, which then fills out those scars and will eventually give me smoother skin. It will never be completely perfect, and I am okay with that. I accept that, and that's fine. But for me, it's more about improving the issue that I have rather than it being a complete change. That'll never happen unless I go and have like a lot of chemical peels and that sort of thing done, which I'm a bit too fraidy cat to do, to be honest. She says she's been using it for 2 years, since 2018 to 2020. Now, can we please just remember that Huda is famous for reviewing makeup, reviewing skincare. Is she really trying to say to us that for 2 years and 2 years worth of reviewing other products, she didn't actually use those because she was only using this? No, she would have been using other products as well as this. So you cannot say and you cannot claim that this and this alone is the thing that transformed your skin when you've been using and showing us other products that you use. We've seen your videos, we've seen your Instagram videos, we've seen your YouTube videos where you show various other products, but you're also trying to say at the same time it was this that fixed your skin and not all the other things and procedures that you've had done. So I'm just saying. Now, it says that Get Even rose oil is suitable for all skin types, including oily and combination skin types, which I am. This is from Huda's website. herself. A lot of people overly cleanse oily skin because they believe that the more they clean it, the less oily their skin will be, and that's true. A lot of people do that, and unfortunately, but they don't seem to realize that they are stripping the natural oils from their skin as well. And what happens then is that your skin goes into a kind of a shock and then starts to produce even more oil and even more sebum, and that kind of goes against exactly what you're trying to get rid of in the first place. So when you add an oil to your routine, it definitely replenishes and hydrates and nourishes the skin, and therefore if you have got oily skin, yes, you should still moisturize and you should still use oils if you like to use oils. Bear in mind, not everybody does like to use oils. I use them now and then, but generally I prefer to use a heavy duty moisturizer in the evening as part of my skincare routine, and then maybe a sleeping mask, and that's generally enough for me. An oil, in my opinion, is not a necessary step to any skincare routine. It's an happy additional bonus. Somebody's written, can I use Get Even Rose Oil on pimples and spots? It says, we have tested it on all skin types. While we have used this on acne ourselves with no adverse reactions, everyone's skin is different. So we would recommend doing a test patch first. That's not answering the question. That's a very politician's answer. And they've just shown a member of their own team, funnily enough, who had quite obvious acne blemishes and scarring and that sort of thing, and then showed her after a month or two and miraculously her skin is cleared. So are you trying to tell me that that person has used this to wash their face with, to cleanse their face with, to tone their face with, to moisturize their face with? Or this was also part of a skincare routine, meaning that maybe this did help, but it can't be the only thing that helped. Will Get Even help with post-pimple marks, post-inflammatory pigmentation and dark spots? Says, we've seen incredible results. It's been known to lead to a reduction in the visible appearance of scars and PIP, post-inflammatory pigmentation. And it contains various oils which are celebrated for their skin tone evening properties. So basically they're saying yes. That's what they're saying. Where do you use it in as part of your routine? As I will have shown in this video, if I haven't shown it yet already, it's generally after moisturizer if you're doing it before bed and then you go to bed. And then if you use it in the daytime, again after moisturizer but before SPF. Yes, you can use this with SPF. It works perfectly fine with SPF, doesn't interfere with it. If anything, it makes the SPF glide on even better because of the fact that this is an oil and your skin is kind of greasy-ish at the time. How often can I use it? Twice a day, they've said. Does Get Even help with dark circles? Although we haven't specifically tested it around the eye area, 94% of people agreed their skin looked bright and luminous after using it for 1 month, based on an independent study of a whopping 30 people. I said this before, when it comes to any kind of studies, it needs to be more than 30 people, it needs to be more than 50, it needs to be more than 100. And I'm sure Huda can get plenty of people to come and do some sort of focus group and get more than 30 people to try this out, to be honest. So basically they are saying no, it does not help with dark circles, but it helps with the rest of your face. That's what they're saying. How long does it take to work? Now it says that within days your skin is likely to feel softer and smoother, and the longer you use it, the more dramatic the results will be. The use of the word dramatic jumps out at me. Everyone's skin is different and it will depend on the results you're looking to achieve. Now, after 1 month, 94% said that their skin looked brighter and more luminous. 90% of men agreed that shaving was easier with less irritation. 95% agreed that their skin felt more moisturized immediately after use. Well, it would do if you've just put it on your face. If I just went and threw my mum's cooking oil on my face, yeah, it would feel the same as this oil does. 98% agreed their skin felt softer immediately after use. Again, same comment as before. So let's just quickly get into the 15 oils and what those are. So Damascus rose oil works to soothe and clarify skin complexion and lock in extreme moisture. Carrot seed oil, known to moisturize and tighten skin and even skin texture and tone. Rosehip oil, known to even skin tone and reduce the appearance of dark spots and fine lines. Baobab seed oil, rich in vitamins, omega-3 and 6 and fatty acids, providing nourishment to skin and rejuvenating a dull complexion. Raspberry seed oil, a potent antioxidant known to moisturize and improve fine lines. Camellia oil, a powerful emollient celebrated for keeping skin soft and supple. Jojoba oil, known for gently moisturizing while keeping skin calm and soothed. Rice bran oil, oh my god, I'm getting tired. Has the potential to promote hydration, reduce pigmentation and even skin tone. Hog plum oil, known to improve moisture levels and microcirculation. Soybean oil, rich in vitamin E, known to promote skin health and help with rejuvenation. Macadamia oil, known for its cell regenerating benefits as well as being an excellent moisturizer. Sunflower oil, rich in antioxidants, sunflower oil helps to protect the skin against free radicals. Black cumin oil, renowned for its moisture retaining qualities and antioxidant properties. Meadow foam oil, helps skin retain its moisture and keeps it feeling soft and smooth. Cranberry seed oil, rich in fatty acids and keeps skin moisturized and plump. Bloody hell, that is a hell of a lot of oils. I don't really think that most of them are necessary, considering, as you would have heard, quite a lot of them do exactly the same thing as another oil. So is it really necessary to put in 15 oils? And as a result of those 15 oils, that is the reason why this is as expensive as it is. That's exactly what she has written on her website. Because one of the questions is, why is it so expensive? And the reason being, because of the amount of oils that are in here, they've had to up the price to £55. That is just way too expensive. Now, in my opinion, after using it for a month, my skin looks lovely. I'm not going to lie. This is not a bad product whatsoever. It's a pretty decent oil and it's very lightweight in texture. It's very runny. You have to make sure that you blend it in pretty much quickly as soon as you apply it. It doesn't sit on the face for very long before it starts to drip off. It's very thin in terms of its viscosity. Now it sinks into the skin beautifully. It doesn't have a very large amount of residue, but obviously if you put on too much, it's going to sit on your skin and seem very oily. So a little bit goes a very, very long way. I have been using my makeup on top of it. It does not interfere with my makeup whatsoever, but if I was to apply too much, it would definitely make my foundation move around. I tend to apply more in the evening because I know I'm going to bed and I'm not worried about looking shiny or anything like that. But I do have to say that this sinks into the skin very, very nicely. It doesn't have any kind of added fragrance, which is great considering how previous products have been, but I'm not gonna lie, the smell is not nice. And they have very clearly said on their website this contains no added fragrance. The smell that you have is the natural scents from the oils, and the only way that I can describe the smell is as earthy. Earthy. It's got an earthy scent. It's not a nice smell, but it's not a horrible smell. It's not an overpowering stench. Once you apply it to your face and blend it in, you can't smell it anymore. But I would rather that there were no fragrance in here than having a fragrance, so I'm happy enough with how it is, because fragrance can irritate the skin. In terms of my eczema on my chin, I'm sure by now you would have seen after I applied it, my chin went red. It does burn my eczema slightly, and I said that before about the Wishful Honey Balm Moisturiser as well. So if you've got any kind of inflamed, irritated skin, bear in mind that because of the amount of oils in here, some of them may irritate your skin like they have mine. Another thing that I've noticed is that after using this, I've developed a couple of little like bumps on my forehead. Now, as much as I haven't got the greatest skin on my chin and my cheeks, my forehead was the one area that was never affected by acne. Touch wood, thank God, at least someone spared me one part of my face. My forehead has always been very, very clear. I don't have any wrinkles or any fine lines or anything like that. I've got a small forehead, so even when I go like this, like, you can't see any wrinkles because there isn't any. But I have noticed milia appearing. And the only thing that I can say is probably this, doing it, because this is the only new thing that I've introduced to my routine. So unfortunately, this hasn't reacted that well with my skin. In terms of it being softer, yes, it does feel soft after using it. But again, it felt soft after using any kind of moisturizer. This hasn't, in my opinion, really done much extra from my skin. It says that it helps with texture. Hello, I've got textured skin. Has it made any difference to the texture on my skin? No, it hasn't. Has it made any difference to any hyperpigmentation, any dark spots? No, it hasn't. Those are still there, still on my face. They haven't changed much because of me introducing this into my routine, unfortunately. I had high hopes for this, especially considering how expensive it was. But unfortunately, I do not believe it to be a game changer. I do not believe it to be as transformative as Wishful claimed that it is. I would definitely say that there are so many other oils out there that can do just as good as this claims to do and actually do those things. There are so many Korean oils out there that cost like £10, not £55, and those are pure products, and they actually target one area or one specific area on your face, as opposed to this, which apparently does so many different things and does nothing at the same time. It says that it helps with skin elasticity. My skin is exactly in the same position. It's still as elastic as it always was. Nothing has changed. I don't actually have any fine lines on my skin. I don't have any kind of signs of aging yet. I am quite genetically lucky in that sense, but also I've been using skincare since I was a teenager, so that also plays a large part of it. Bear in mind that I am the same age as Huda, only difference is 1 year, which is not much, and she has obviously had a lot more help when it comes to a lot of things, and she's a lot more concerned about anti-aging than I am. I don't have all of these things that she claims that she has got. Maybe she has, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I don't live with her. I don't know her personally. But I don't have any fine lines around my eyes. I don't have any fine lines around my mouth. I don't have any wrinkles. I don't have any sagging skin. I work out. I eat healthy. I'm not perfect. I don't drink enough water, yet these things have not helped make my skin any more better, any brighter, any more rejuvenated, or anything like that. One thing I do have to say, however, is though, I have used this for various different things, not just on my face. Now, whereas it didn't really do much to my face, maybe because my skincare routine is already pretty good and those things are working as they're supposed to, so the introduction of this didn't really make much of a difference. On my birthday, I was wearing high heels, right? They're like ankle boots kind of heels. And I was wearing them for 8-9 hours, and they were new shoes. They rubbed on the side of my leg for hours. And when I took them off, there was a very obvious blister there. That blister became infected. It was disgusting, you guys. It became infected. My foot became swollen. I became paranoid I was going to lose my foot. And anyway, it started to heal eventually after using Germaline and all that other stuff. But there's now a very obvious scar there. So for the past week, I've been applying this to it. And, well, what can I say? It started to fade. And it started to fade because of this. So, even though it may not be helping me as much on my face because my skincare routine is already so good, if you are somebody who maybe has not got such a great skincare routine yet and has got quite obvious blemishes on their face, this may actually work for you. I've also been using this, don't laugh, I've been using it on my kneecap. I have also hurt my knee over the past few months. My God, every year I get older, something else happens. I've quite badly damaged a ligament in my knee. What's happened is that I was wearing a knee strap for 2 months. The knee strap has caused the skin on my knee to go weird and saggy. That's the only way I can describe it. I was like, why do I have one young knee and one old looking knee? And that's also the knee that I fell on when I did a half marathon. And I've got loads of scars on that knee because of that. I've been using this on it. This has been slowly fading those scars. So, what do I give this out of 10? I'm going to have to give this an 8 to 9 out of 10. Because of how I've seen it's worked on other parts of my body. It did not work so well on my face, but maybe, like I've said, it's because there isn't anything for it to do on my face. You can't make someone's skin look younger when it already looks young. You can't help somebody with anti-aging when they are not aging. You cannot fix a blemish where there is no blemish. That's my kind of argument for this. So it depends on what your skin is like, what your skin is doing, and whether or not you are willing to part with £55 to get rid of those problems based on only using this. Or you could go and buy carrot seed oil on its own, rosehip seed oil on its own, and those things would probably do exactly the same as this. So I know maybe this review is a little bit all over the place, but I'm trying to explain from my point of view how it worked for me. It didn't work so well on my face, but it definitely worked on other parts of my body for me to be able to see that this product is actually pretty good. It burns my face. In that respect, it's not so great. Another thing that I used it for, I did some derma rolling earlier on in the month. And if you guys have seen my derma rolling video, my micro needling video, at the end of the session I apply oil on my face because my skin becomes very raw, very sore and painful. Now normally I would just use rosehip oil, which I've always done, but instead, because I had this, I thought, let me try this. This is so much better than me using rosehip oil on its own. It didn't burn my skin. Sometimes it can happen if I've been quite vigorous, and I had been this time around with my derma rolling session. This really healed my skin very, very fast. The redness was gone within a day. Normally it can take up to 2 days. And then once it starts to heal, my skin goes very dry like sandpaper. When I used this, it really smoothed out the skin and it helped it to heal a lot faster. So in that respect, I would probably say that this product is not that bad. The only thing that really puts me off is the price and the fact that there is so many oils in here that I don't think that half of them are actually necessary. So take from this review what you will, and if you do want to purchase it, bear in mind that make sure you've actually got something to use this on, unlike myself, which I really didn't other than other parts of my body, and to use it for derma rolling. So that's it for my review of the Wishful Get Even Rose Oil. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.